Good afternoon, dear students. I'm Atajanova Malohat again with you, and today at our next practical phonetics lesson, we will speak about the intonation of general questions. If you can remember, at our last lesson, we spoke about the intonation of special questions, and we told that special questions are mainly pronounced with the low falling nuclear tone. And other types of intonation also can be used in special questions. As for the intonation of general questions, so first of all, before talking about the intonation in general questions, let's clarify, let's remember the structure of general questions from the grammar of the English language. You know the structure of the English language, the structure of the general questions. Questions which begin with any kind of auxiliary verbs or modal verbs and require yes or no short answers are called general ones. And basic general questions are asked when the speaker doesn't know whether he will receive a positive or a negative answer. For example, let's write down some of them. Uh, do you often go to the theater, for example? So let's put the stress marks. Here, do is an auxiliary verb, and in spite of it's an auxiliary verb, it takes stress here as it is coming in initial position in a sentence. But when the auxiliary verbs or modal verbs come in middle or in final position, according to normal sentence stress, they usually are unstressed. You know, U is also included in structure words, so that's why it's unstressed. And as for often, it is stressed. Adverb equals. Adverb is a content word and it takes stress. Go is a verb, surely takes stress. As for to and the, they are included in structure words. They are unstressed, that's why. And as for the theater is a noun and it is surely stressed. Only we put each kind of stress mark here. This is a stress mark of a low rising nuclear tone. And now we should pronounce this interrogative sentence, exactly to say this general question with the low rising nuclear tone. Listen to me attentively, then you will repeat after me. Do you often go to the theater? Do you often go to the theater? For example, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Here the speaker received a positive answer. And it may be no, I don't also, but the response is not so important here. We are interested in the question here. And as for the next general question, let it start with the modal verb. For example, you can you help me with this work? Can take stress here, even it's a modal verb, it is coming in initial position, that is why it takes stress. You is unstressed, help is a content word, work surely takes stress, me it doesn't take, with also included in structure word, it's not stressed. This takes stress because it's a demonstrative pronoun. And as for the work, it surely takes stress, and this is a stress mark over low rising nuclear tone. And let's pronounce this general question with the low rising nuclear tone. Listen to me, then you will repeat after me. Can you help me with this word? Can you help me with this word? Please repeat after me. Thank you. And let's write down our next general question. For example, will you go to the library, after the. So will you go to the library after the lessons? Will you go to the library after the lessons? Let's put the stress marks. Will take stress. You is unstressed because it's included in structured word. Go surely take stress. To, as it is a preposition, is not stressed. The is also included in structured word. That's why it also doesn't take stress. And the library, it's a noun. Surely takes stress. Library. After. After the after the lessons. Sorry. It should be the stress mark over low rising nuclear tone because it's a general question. So I will read aloud once more these two examples. Listen to me attentively, then you will repeat after me. Do you often go to the theater? Do you often go to the theater? Will you go to the library after the lessons? Will you go to the lesson? Will you go to the library after the lessons? Repeat after me, please. Thank you. So, dear students, general questions, as you can see, are usually pronounced with the low rising nuclear tone. But sometimes general questions also can be pronounced with the low falling nuclear tone. Let's clarify when. When the speaker is not so interested in the response, uh, in such kind of cases, general questions can be pronounced with the low falling nuclear tone. For example, have you got something in your eye? Have you got something in your eye? As you can see, the structure of the sentence is a general question, but we have pronounced it with the low falling nuclear tone because the speaker is not so interested in the response here. Have you got something in your eye? Have you got something in your eye? Have you got something in your eye? So sorry, I'm just told that such kind of general questions are pronounced with the low falling nuclear tone as the response is not so important for the speaker, or the speaker may know that the listening will give a positive answer. It is in rhetoric questions also. It can be used low falling nuclear tone in general questions. So, have you got something in your eye? Have you got something in your eye? So, as you can see, this is in the low falling intonation in general questions. Dear students, at our today's lesson, we learned the intonation in general questions. So, it is low rising nuclear tone and the low falling nuclear tone can be used in general questions. And your home task for the next time will be you will write 10 sentences of your own with the general questions, and you should put the stress marks and you should intone the tonograms of your 10 sentences. This is your home task for the next time. And that is the end of our lesson. Goodbye.